In the opening scene of the film, a young girl named Sadie is seen driving through the suburbs of Washington, D.C., when she gets a call from a man named Dr. Yates. She is saddened by someone's unexpected death, which Sadie proceeds to discuss with her. She claims that even though she hardly knew the girl, she has been depressed ever since her death. Sadie claims that she is upset because the girl's life was similar to hers in every way, including their age, occupation, and even the way their homes felt and looked. Yates advises her to remain resilient and promises to follow up with her shortly. A man called Cole Turner is then seen at the market at his little stand. It turns out that his girlfriend recently broke up with him. Edna, another customer at the market, was told this secret by him, but she also told the other customers about it. Cole is instructed to watch Edna's plant stall while she goes outside to smoke. The same girl from previously enters Edna's cubicle and begins to look around while she's gone. After noticing, Cole goes to Edna's stall to find out what Sadie wants. Although she has chosen a plant, she informs him that since she is not home much, she should pick something that won't require watering for several days. He claims that he does not feel comfortable selling the plant to her, since he believes she will destroy it. That irritates her, so Edna shows up and asks them what's going on as they are arguing. After telling Sadie to pay $10 for the plant, she simply walks away. Despite his initial reluctance, Cole follows Sadie to the car after Edna instructs him to go ask her out. She feels uncomfortable when Cole asks her out for coffee because they recently got into a fight. She initially declines, but just as Cole is about to go, she calls him back and says she needs a cup of coffee. They start driving once he climbs inside her vehicle. They wind up spending a lot of time together and visiting various locations. He tells her that he is writing a book on growing plants, and she tells him that she must travel all over the world because she is an art curator. Throughout the day and night, they continue to spend time together. She sings when they go to a pub. He is too apprehensive to accept her invitation to join her in singing. She goes on to tell him that she simply needs someone who can be like a cactus, which doesn't require water for a long time. This means that she is usually out of the country and needs someone who can support her because, at the moment, she doesn't have anyone and her life is kind of awful. They are making out when we next see them. They are obviously intimate, and they even have a crazy, steamy hormone sandwich after he walks her home. Even his mother acknowledges that he gets carried away when he tells his parents that she might be the one. He continues to text her for the next few days, but she doesn't reply. Maddie is correct when she informs his father that Sadie has just stopped talking to him, despite his father's several explanations. Then he recalls that he left his inhaler in her bag, and he discovered that he had placed a tracker on it, just like he does with everything he owns. When he looks up the location, he discovers that she is in London. He travels to London, but while he follows her whereabouts, he gets trapped in a shadowy alley and is abducted by some individuals. The next thing we know, there appears to be a laboratory filled with harmful insects that are used to torture humans. When the man looking inside him insists that Cole is the tax man, Cole responds that he is merely a farmer. Sadie arrives with a rifle and starts shooting everyone outside just as he is going to be tormented. The sirens go off as they leave, and he is startled to see her in that state. It turns out that she is a CIA spy. After that, they start shooting, and she offers him a gun as well. He finds cover for himself but doesn't shoot anybody. We find out that the Aaron Khyber Pass is in Pakistan when they eventually emerge from the cave. They are ambushed by the local security personnel as they are ready to depart in her jeep. They flee, stopping a bus at gunpoint and boarding it. Some of the troops are able to board the bus during the lengthy pursuit, but Cole defeats them using his school-taught wrestling techniques. He claims that what he did was intended to be a romantic gesture, after she claims that he stalked her after they had a sexual encounter. The actual man behind the endeavor, Levesque, appears in a cave as the scene shifts. They believe Cole to be the tax man, and he requests a passcode from him. He promises his guys that $1 million will be awarded to the person who can bring in the tax collector. Meanwhile, Sadie and Cole arrive in Mingola, where she meets Marco, a man who appears to be a prominent person in the community. He also gives her a kiss when they first meet. They discuss the Aztec, a biological weapon that may destroy the eastern seaboard. She goes on to say that Cole was her second concern and that she was really there at the cave to retrieve Aztec. Marco agrees when she asks him to arrange Cole's safe return travel to the United States. It comes out that Sadie and Marco were also in a relationship. Since they work in the same field, it just works. Sadie warns Cole not to get in touch with her again as she leaves, but a moment later a black man shoots Marco dead. Eve uses a gun to take Cole and Sadie away. According to the black man, he is the grandson of Sam. A guy known as the Leopard, dispatched by Levesque, attacks him as he is removing them. At this point, the Leopard orders Cole and Sadie to accompany him, but as soon as they enter the vehicle, a man identifying himself as the Lion murders Leopard. He throws the body of the Leopard out and urges them to continue driving. These two escape, but the Lion is also killed. He informs Sadie that they have been requesting the passcode while they are in the car, and she now knows that they are unable to use the Aztec since they do not possess it. She discloses that she murdered Edna, a recent co-worker, after discovering that she was a traitor collaborating with the enemy and that she had successfully encrypted the passcode. After that, she punches him until he passes out. Then, posing as a bounty hunter, she brings Cole to Levesque's men and identifies him as the taxman with the password. She is informed that she would be paid when they land, and they force him to sit on an aircraft. Levesque himself chooses not to board the aircraft, but they do choose to torture Cole for the passcode. He assigns all duty to Wagner, his right-hand man. Nevertheless, they discover a photo of her and Cole that they took in bed while they were sharing a bed. She then explains to them that she is the tax collector and that she has the Aztec passcode, which is located in this aircraft. However, she assaults them all and immediately defeats Wagner. She fights with another man, but just after he stabs her, she breaks his neck. Meanwhile, Cole applies his wrestling prowess and defeats another man. He refuses to leave her there when she instructs him to parachute from the aircraft with Aztec. Then he snatches her, and the two immediately leap off the aircraft. They arrive at Socotra Island in the Arabian Sea 6 hours later. When she awakens, he is caring for her injuries because he knows a lot about plants. They continue to converse and enjoy a wild, hot hormone sandwich the following morning until Wagner and his men attack them. However, she has given the CIA her location, so her team immediately arrives and murders a few of Wagner's guys. However, the CIA team is disappointed that Wagner gets away with Aztec. A man named Monty Jackson is interviewing them while they are seated in the CIA headquarters. When Sadie claims that saving him was a mistake because she lost Aztec in the process, she and Cole argue once more. That truly irritates him. After that, she meets Dr. Yates, the boss. Yates tells her that she might lose her job because he is disappointed in her. Meanwhile, Jackson makes disparaging remarks about Sadie. He accuses Nicole, who is still shielding her, of being a liar and a murderer. However, Cole points out a plant in her picture and remarks that it is the item Edna used to decipher Aztec's password. Thus, they should immediately get it from her residence. After that, they choose to employ Cole for the task, threatening to harm his family if they don't stop Levesque from pursuing them because he believes Cole is the tax collector. When Cole chooses to assist them, Sadie informs him that it is a grave error and that they are only attempting to take advantage of him. They say the same thing about her, he claims. He begins working with the CIA when Sadie departs the headquarters. Meanwhile, he is visited by Mr. Utami, who paid Levesque to obtain Aztec, who informs him that he urgently needs it. He will soon have it, Levesque assures him. When they travel to visit the tax collector, Utami declares that he is going with Levesque, saying that if they obtain the password, everything would be okay, and that if he doesn't, he will immediately kill a veterinarian. Cole, the tax collector, wants to take Aztec away from them. They proceed to a dedicated table area in the shopping center. Jackson instructs Cole to go with his last breath after his squad is slaughtered while he waits for them to come. But Cole is certain that Sadie will come to his rescue, so he chooses to stay. Utami and his soldiers join him as he sits on the table. He is immediately informed by Levesque that they have something and that he must open it. Levesque claims that he does not believe them at all, despite Cole's deception of being a traitor to the nation and his desire to leave this building wealthy. As it turns out, he set up this encounter by pretending to be a traitor, but Levesque naturally did not trust him and continues to do not. As he waits for Sadie to arrive, he keeps scanning the area, and she does. He continues by informing Mr. Utami that she is, in fact, the tax collector and that she possesses the password. She then opens the Aztec case when Utami immediately sends her the money. Levesque attempts to murder her when it is opened, but he is encircled by the bounty hunters she has hired. She captures Aztec right before she and Cole hide beneath a table as a gunfight breaks out. After fighting these individuals off together for a bit, Cole and Wagner start fighting one-on-one, which causes them to split up. Levesque shoots Utami after Utami orders him to leave the area. We observe large machines as Wagner and Cole enter the control room. As they assault one another, those machines are activated, and the next thing we see is the entire building spinning while everyone else is engaged in combat, making the situation there even more chaotic. Levesque and Sadie have a shootout while Wagner and Cole fight. After killing Wagner, he returns to the hallway, where Levesque is preparing to execute Sadie. Even though he attacks him, Levesque prevails in the battle and captures Aztec. The ceiling collapses on him after she shoots it over his head. Sadie now has Aztec, Cole is safe, and he is crushed. They each give each other a kiss. He compliments her on her attractive appearance in the black dress. His parents are overjoyed to have her around, and the scene shifts to Sadie and Cole eating dinner with his family. As they share their experiences with the family, Maddie is equally impressed by her. 3 months later, the scene shifts to Cole and Sadie, who are now dating and enjoying success in their separate fields. After that, he opens the car's trunk and discovers a man with his mouth taped. They proceed on their date after she informs him that he deals in weapons. Consequently, the film concludes.